This week on Pure Brews America, we try new things.
Oh, God, I broke it! What are we gonna have to do?
And then we kick back and close down a highway for the Shorts anniversary party.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Ryan.
And we're on a tractor in Sawyer, Michigan, heading to Greenbush Brewery.
Let's fire it up! All across America, the craft beer industry is exploding. I'm Ryan Terpstra, professional beer lover.
And I'm Shannon Long, founder and CEO of Brew Export.
Let us be your tour guides behind the scenes, where we will meet the key players and the beer makers and learn how they turn their dreams into reality.
We'll be traveling across the state to introduce you to some of Michigan's best beers.
It's a craft beer revolution on Pure Brews America.
Cheers to that.
In my opinion, it's the best brewery around. The way they innovate, and they're always coming up with something new.
I love the beer. I love the atmosphere. I love the people. I love the food. I just like being here.
You can come here and get really, really, really good beer, and even if it's crowded, it's not too crowded where you can't come and have a seat and you stay however long you'd like to.
There's just an atmosphere here that really attracts a lot of people in. Not only from the local area, but the Chicago people, the Detroit people, the Grand Rapids people. You always meet people who you've never met before.
I was a woodworker and I hurt my hand and I had time to kill and my hand was messed up, and so I started home brewing, and people were like, wow, your beer's really good. Distorter was the 4th beer I ever brewed, and everybody kept saying you could sell that beer. And so of course the first person I called was Justin, because he was in banking and whatever, and I was like, and he's my friend, and I was like, I have this idea.
I thought it was great, and I said if you can do this with consistency and quality all across the board, you can make a business out of this.
Yeah.
And at that point I stressed the you.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line it turned into we.
And just like that, 2 childhood friends decided to open a brewery in their hometown, which was not something they expected to do.
I go back to a conversation that Scott and I had years and years ago, back before he was in Chicago, I was in Grand Rapids, and saying, so you would never move back to the hometown? But the argument ended that no, he would not.
Not ever. Never ever.
Yeah. Never ever, but here he is. This is where we grew up. And to see a downtown that is, it's alive again.
Greenbush thinks really big with their beers, but they still have that small town value of hard work when it comes to getting things done in their production facility.
You guys are in kind of a small space, but the amount of beer that you produce in here is insane.
We are. It's pretty nutty. This is our 6-head bottling machine. We can do about 60 cases an hour, a little bit over that, and we use this to supply 3 states right now.
What do you got lined up? You're putting me to work today.
We're bottling Dunegrass, our Midwest-style IPA. We can get you filling some boxes. And
all right, let's do it, man. So this is easily the biggest glue gun I've ever seen in my entire life.
It does a pretty good job.
Yeah, this is pretty serious. Oh God, I'm getting glue on it.
All good. You're good.
All good.
It's sealed up.
Here's right. Oh gosh, I'm holding everyone up.
We usually just have one person down here.
Oh, I'm rocking it. I'm rocking it.
Who's got it now?
We make a pretty good team.
It's working well. I can let you take over if you feel confident.
I'm feeling kind of confident. I'm feeling it. You're a good teacher. I may have spoke too soon.
In the theme of getting things done with your hands, we went down the street to an old church to make some sausage. Greenbush is well known for their food, and trust me, you have to try their brisket and other barbecue.
So you're telling me you have the best job at Greenbush?
Oh yeah, by far.
So.
I get to come in and grind up pork and make sausage every day. It's fun.
And a lot of sausage too.
A lot of sausage.
Like how much sausage did you make last summer?
Probably in the tons all total. 350 pounds a week. Plus.
350 pounds a week?
Yeah. comes out right, then we put some tension right here and let that get tight like that.
Okay.
And then we just crank until it comes out. We want it to be nice and full, but not too tight. And then we give a pinch. Then we pull out another link about the same. Then we grab them like this and go, woo! And turn them into links, right? You want them nice and firm. Give it a crank. See if you can get meat to come out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I broke it! What are we gonna have to do?
This is simple. We'll just take that and cut it off right there. It happens to me too, so.
Thanks for making me feel better.
First and foremost, we're a brewery. That's where we make our bread and butter. That's where we came from. I think we're considerably bigger than that. To people who are 5 hours away and it's like, why are you coming to visit here? Well, sure, you're coming here to visit because you want to try our beer, but you've probably heard a bunch of other stuff about what we do, you know? I mean, our barbecue can stand up to our beer any day.
That's a pretty bold proclamation considering how good the beer is at Greenbush. Speaking of which, let's try some.
Gingrass is what we call a Midwest IPA. This has more of a malt backbone, I think.
Definitely.
It's just more approachable. It doesn't hammer you in the face with the hops. Smell it. The aroma is not as citrusy.
No, it's a great beer.
For a lot of people that are like, and I think a lot of the patrons that come in here, Dunegrass was their first IPA, and not to say much about like the older generation, but they come in and they're like IPAs, and they tried Dunegrass and they loved it, and so it's just approachable.
Star Chicken Shotgun.
Star Chicken Shotgun.
This baby.
That one right there. This is actually my go-to. This beer is outstanding. Citrusy.
Much more hoppy.
Totally tell the difference.
No, there's a very strong difference.
Star Chicken took off partially because it's the stupidest name for a beer ever, and
The label's great.
it's a ridiculous label, and then it's backed by this really good beer. You know, like it's a very good West Coast IPA.
Sessionable is not in your category. In your
6% or higher is sessionable.
Yeah, so like a 6%, that's sessionable. No, I love it. Why do you guys do such just like high gravity, awesome beers like that?
We like anything good in a glass, really. And I think to get there, you need a lot of malt, you need a lot of hops, you need a lot more of the ingredients that are available. And so it just so happens with a lot more of a malt backbone, your alcohol is going to be higher.
Comes with the territory.
It does, you know, and you just got to man up.
We're manning up.
So Doomslayer, so we actually use the sap in the mash-in brewing process, and then we use Michigan maple syrup to help start the carbonation process. And I think the flavor's outstanding. Talking about malty, it's got a nice malt taste to it. You can taste the maple.
Oh, I love this beer.
I mean, it's kind of cliche, right? The people and stuff like that, but I think it really is like a vibe that's really cool, and like we're doing cool things. We're creatives at heart, and so, you know, that goes into your beer, that goes into your food, that goes into your marketing, that goes into all different aspects of our business.
So our day at Greenbush included playing in the mud at the farm. We also got to make some pretty delicious meat candy and drink some pretty awesome beer.
It was a great day. Cheers!
Cheers, guys! After the break on Pure Brews, we visit breweries all over the state of Michigan, but what does it take to get one of them open?
Here's the idea, the business plan, finding the location, getting the loan, licensing, inspections, finally making the beer.
We follow Drafting Table Brewing Company on their journey. Plus, the guys from Hopcat are cooking up something special in the kitchen, next on Pure Brews America.
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
Why are you all here? To learn, right? So you can get a good job, so you're not working for peanuts. Well, what if I told you that peanuts can work for you? While you guys are busy napping, peanuts are delivering 7 grams of protein and 6 essential nutrients right to your mouth. You ever seen a peanut take a day off? No. Peanuts don't even get casual khaki Fridays, because peanuts take their job seriously. So unless you want a life of skimming Wi-Fi off the neighbors, you'll harness the hard-working power of the peanut.
At Rogue Brewing, we have a burning passion to bring you the best beers, including Livewire, a classic American IPA that is shockingly refreshing. Powerbow, our Belgian wheat beer with summer zest. Mean Street, an American amber that is clean as it is mean. And Devil Dog, our oatmeal stout brewed in honor of our nation's veterans. Rogue Brewing Company, aggressively brewed in Royal Oak, Michigan. Rogue On.
This is The Middle, a place where somehow common sense just seems a little more common. Where people come together, look each other in the eye, and get to work. Our hands may be calloused or sometimes sore, but we raise them quickly and lend them easily. Because this is the heart of the heartland. This is Michigan, and we're big believers in more. Like we can always do a little more, give a little more, love a little more, and find ways for our families to have a little more. We were born and raised here, and for 80 years now, we've made it our business to do whatever we can to help people have and do a little more.
What is Meyer Beer Frontier?
The Beer Frontier is your online home for discovering Michigan's best breweries and beers. The Beer Frontier allows you to explore different flavor profiles. Click on one of the 8 unique styles to receive beer recommendations and links to more information.
What was it like when you saw your beer on the shelf for the first time? Like, that's my beer and that's sitting on the store shelf.
I got my phone out and I started taking pictures and texting it to everybody. I'm like, can you believe this? Look what I just found at this Meyer.
Watching the way the shelf space has changed in a Meyer, like the support for craft, Michigan craft, I can count dozens of Michigan, just at my local one, I can count dozens of different Michigan brands on their shelves. So for us to be in a place like that, the visibility is just huge.
We hadn't done any packaging yet, but we knew it was coming at some point. So we went to see Meyer and we're like, hey, we can't give you any product yet. And then it was like a couple of years we did that. Yeah, there was less discussion about actually putting in the sets. It was like, okay, finally. So they put it in a number of stores, and then within about a year and a half, we were in every store. So
there's our beer, finally, after all that hard work. That's kind of crazy. Let's keep it stocked.
Find out what's brewing around town and across the country. Let us be your guide along the Meyer Beer Frontier.
There was an opening at a local brewery that had just opened up, and I figured it's now or never. If I really want to open my own brewery, I should get some experience and see if I really like it.
When me and Aaron met, he had always talked about that this was a passion of his. He was brewing beer in his closet, fermenting it in his closet in college.
Home brewing is much different than brewing on a large scale. After 3.5 years, it was time to pull the trigger. It was now or never.
It's been a roller coaster. We are not even a year married, and we jumped into this.
Here's the idea, the business plan, finding the location, getting the loan, licensing, inspections, finally making the beer.
And there's good days and there's bad days, and we take it as it comes. But honestly, he's my best friend. It's been truly a blessing.
First thing I said was 5-year architecture degree at Michigan State, and you're going to brew for a living? Are you nuts? It's amazing how much of a passion he has for the brewing process and just brewing in itself, and it's great.
So welcoming and comfortable. There's
it was going to take a little while to break in. I've been to a lot of other small breweries trying to get started, and it takes a while. He hit the ground running.
Just watching someone enjoy the beer, you know, that smile on their face after that first sip, like, hey, this is good beer. You know, all the hard work and sweat, everything that went into it, it's in the glass. Someone's sipping it. It's really cool.
We feel refreshed and relaxed now because it's open. I mean, you go through all the planning and it's so time consuming and it eats up your life. And then the big day came and it was amazing, but it went by so fast that it's like, whew, it's over. What just happened?
And the same is true for the last 3 months. I mean, it's been a blur. No regrets whatsoever.
No regrets. We can't imagine life without it. I mean, even though we're working every single day, so it's a part of our life. We love it. Now, every day we're learning something new and adjusting, and it's really exciting.
I wanted to have a brewery just for fun, and so we put the brewing equipment in there. We hired a brewer who was also one of our bartenders.
You would ask me if I ever thought I would be brewing, I would have probably told you you're crazy. Yeah, basically I'm in charge of running this little brewery right here. It's a 3.5 barrel system. I get to come up with all sorts of strange beers and then serve them on tap here.
That was here from the beginning. Since I wasn't doing it really for money, I was doing this place for love.
Why, hello. My name is Chris.
Oh, hey. My name is Gary.
And today, we're gonna make beer vinaigrette. All right, what we got here is some IPA we're gonna use for our vinaigrette. We're gonna use a little white balsamic to start off with. That's balsamic vinegar.
Healthy amount of garlic.
Gonna throw a little parsley in there and a little bit of mustard.
Dijon.
Do a little bit of salt and pepper mixture, and we're gonna pour in our beer.
We used an IPA. They make great summertime vinaigrettes. Classic vinaigrettes would use a citrus flavor, so we're using beer in place of that. The next step is the oil, right? We gotta add that slow.
Yep, nice and slow.
All right. Now, I wouldn't serve this vinaigrette to your children by the glassful, for sure. One thing we're not doing is we're not heating it and removing any alcohol, so this vinaigrette will have alcohol in it. All right, so pasta salad, really simple. You're gonna add a little bit of that wonderful dressing there.
And that's how you make beer vinaigrette.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Coming up next, we head to Shorts Brewing Company, where they are always willing to take risks and do just about anything.
We hand-peeled 400 pounds of bananas once, and bananas isn't like a crazy ingredient, but peeling 400 pounds of bananas was a crazy task.
Speaking of getting crazy, that's exactly what we do at the 12th anniversary party next on Pure Brews America.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Classic. Here we are, big fella. Come get it, big guy.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
SNEF Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the Drive and Discover event, lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $217 a month, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $259. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SNEF Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SNEF Camp, Metro Detroit's original. SNEF Camp, SNEF Camp.
I'm Ryan Terpstra, and I'm sitting on an oak barrel in the middle of the woods in northern Michigan. And you might ask why.
On this show, we want to encourage people to get out and explore Michigan. If you haven't been to the tiny northern town of Bel Air, well, you need to head up there. It's the home of Short's Brewing Company, a leader in the Michigan beer scene, and their founder, Joe Short, is one of the biggest rock stars in this industry.
I couldn't concentrate on college work because I was really more interested in writing beer recipes. So I said, I'll just go try to be a brewer, and if that doesn't work out, I'll just go back to college, right? I haven't had to go back to college yet, so that's a good sign.
When I first moved here and then went to college and met Joe, I thought that this was the worst idea from a business point of view, but I thought it would be really fun. So that's why we got into it.
But yeah, I was 21 when I got my first professional brewing job. I was 23 when I started working on Shorts, and I was 25 when I opened Shorts. Been at it for just over a decade now.
One thing Shorts is known for is their innovation. If you go to the pub, their tap list is a mile long, full of crazy ideas and flavors you will not find anywhere else.
It's been a great product since day one, and Joe does things that other brewers don't do, and every day he's developing another product that's just awesome to drink, and you got to try to find it because it's gone before it's there.
We've tried as many as we possibly can, and Joe never ceases to amaze us and come up with some good stuff.
I love the challenge of blowing minds through fermentation. That's been the part of this that I live for. Like, what is possible? What do people think is not possible? And is there a way to actually make it possible and prove that we can do it? To really go beyond what is traditional craft brewing.
What is maybe the craziest ingredient that you put into a beer? I know you've got a lot.
It doesn't sound crazy, it's more like the amount that we put in. We hand peeled 400 pounds of bananas once, and bananas isn't like a crazy ingredient, but peeling 400 pounds of bananas was a crazy task.
400 pounds?
Yeah.
Not 400 bananas, 400 pounds.
Like cases and cases of bananas. That's one of the rare beers that we made that did not turn
Didn't
out.
even go on at the pub?
No, it was called Bananas and Blow. It was a Hefeweizen with bananas and cocoa. We made it the first time and it was a complete failure. So all of that work was for nothing. But we did make it again and it turned out.
It dovetails into the business part too, because we were so removed from a main thoroughfare on traffic. We're so removed from major highways or cities that we really needed to develop something that was extraordinary to give people a reason to venture so far out of the way to come visit us and see what we are doing.
To celebrate this innovation, Shorts closes down a highway and converts downtown Bel Air into the perfect venue for their 12th annual anniversary party.
I think the thing that I'm most proud of in my career is building a team of this caliber who can do such great things. And making beer is one part of it, but changing an entire community or a region, that's just powerful stuff. And I have you all to thank for that. So, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Well,
You know, I'm wondering, are we going to be able to get all the people that are coming to this thing in that place?
All right, Shannon, it is time for the Shorts Annie party.
I literally can't wait. Let's go.
Shorts has so many beers that you really have to come up here to get like the beer, like all the beer. So it's totally worth it.
I like the music and of course the brews. Shorts is it's a destination, so it's on the calendar all year long. Come here for the music and the food's getting better and better. And
people are just awesome up here and up north. It's just, you can't ask for anything better as far as that.
Welcome to the 12th annual State of the Brewery address. So this year's theme is Be More Awesomer. And I'm just going to focus on that.
Well, the State of the Brewery address, that's always kind of a stressor. But after that, all I get to worry about is walking around talking to people who are excited about what we're doing, who've been supporting us the whole time, and just thank them and get to know them. Like, that's my focus for the day, is to just really absorb the people who have come to support and enjoy what we do.
What I love about Shorts is their experimentation with like different flavors. And they go all out. Michigan has like just a ton of great breweries. You know, there's a great brewery around every corner.
I like Shorts, I like their beer, I like the craft beer movement. I like everything about it.
Talking to people and like their love of being there, and it really, I think like that gives us a lot of energy for a few months after that, just knowing that how people respond to the brewery.
Joe, killer party, man.
Thank you for coming. Be more awesomer. Cheers to Pure Brews America. Cheers, cheers.
We hope you enjoyed this run of Pure Brews America during Michigan Craft Beer Month. And no worries, we are coming back in October.
More breweries, more stories, and more craziness. We will see you in the fall on Pure Brews America.